white, and they didn't have a flat white. So I had a latte instead. But
if you came around here and ordered coffee, I would bring you to like a really good, like a gourmet coffee place to have coffee. However, I myself buy good coffee, but I just have I have a latte machine, but it's a cheaper one. So it's like, it makes lattes, they're tolerable. Yeah. And then I have it's not like one of the amazing ones. And then I have obviously just a regular coffee maker. So like I buy good coffee, but it comes out okay. Yeah. Erin does a much better job at coffee. She lives in the apartment downstairs. She rents the apartment downstairs, but I would bring you to like one of those places where you walk in and like before you even open the door, it smells because like it's like walls of beans. So there's this place in Riverside, Providence, Riverside, Rhode Island, that it's called Borealis, which I love because my daughter's name is Aurora. So it's like, hey,
at this time of year.
Yeah. What do you mean? What?
At this time of day? Localized entirely in Riverside, Phoenix?
What? No, Riverside.
I didn't hear what you. I wasn't listening.
Oh no! So in Rhode Island, there's a region of Providence called Riverside.
May I see it?
The Riverside? I feel like I'm missing the joke here.
You are, but it's okay because the joke only works because you don't know it. Hey.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so I would bring you there, and they like roast their beans right in front of you. You know what I mean? Like they have this huge thing, and they roast all their beans. Yeah. So it's like fucking amazing coffee. And the cool part is, not only is it like not far from like where my wife works, because she works in Riverside, so she gets to go coffee there all the time. It's actually along an over 10-mile long bike path. That like now that it's springtime, once it warms up a little bit, I can like throw my daughter in this thing that goes behind my bike. I can like pedal my bike like 6 miles over there and be like, good coffee. Pedal on back.
Pretend it's like some father-daughter bonding, but it's like, you really just want coffee.
He gets to power through it with caffeine.
6 miles for good coffee. I don't know if that's my Englishman talking, but that's far.
Nothing in America.
I would drive. I drive over 20 minutes each way for coffee, and that's definitely more than 6 miles. I drive over 20 minutes each way for good coffee. Actually, Erin went there this morning before our morning stream to get it for us. But to ride a bike far for coffee, that's like just because it's summertime, so it's like an experience with your kid. I just want to know though, like now this imagery here. Where am I? This imagery here. Does Dean look like he's checking me out, or is he like?
He's checking you out for sure.
Yeah, definitely you.
But I'm like the wingman.
You look like remember like when you played what's that fucking game called Mortal Kombat? Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's an edit waiting to happen. I'll have to get Doc on that. Hey, we are back. You might not.
This is a D&D stream, by the way, not a coffee.
The people know why they're here. So, pranking.
Yes. I would wait to see how much Haven would drink to see how inebriated he would get.
Haven is on his second spiced wine right now. He's probably also been handed like a mug of some sort of sloshable ale at this point.
Okay. Since Scott's not here, I can't roleplay with him right now, so I will dance around the subject by going to melody.
We can all drink together while Haven is off chanting with Jerry about cherries.
I will buy another round for everybody.
Everyone in the building?
Everyone in the building.
Hey! Who are you, you brilliant patron?
My name is Gil'win Foxglove.
Gil'win Foxglove! Write his name on the board! We have a board! Gil'win Foxglove! They're very excited to get free drinks.
Foxglove?
Trying a new thing. Rather than be known by my dad, it's my mum's maiden name.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that before I insulted it.
Foxglove. I know the name. As a matter of fact, it comes from a Pathfinder module or something like that. Oh, why does that sound
really?
familiar?
It's a poisonous plant.
Fuck!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Foxglove, Pathfinder. I'm almost positive.
Almost
cool stuff.
Positive.
Well, Vale, since you say that,
Aldern Foxglove. I'll get a picture for you.
I'll take it as an insult, but that's fine.
That's fine.
It's a well-meaning insult. Look, Haven's walking over.
Hi, Haven.
Hey.
Would you like another drink?
Looks at his mug. It's pretty much empty.
Yeah.
Swig. It's like half empty. Swigs the rest of it. Yeah.
I'll like grab his hand. And bring him to the bar with me.
I thought I had one, but okay. I'll like follow over.
Yeah, there was one on the table in your space. He brings you over there. Anyway, and you go over and like the bartender's still like pouring the like. All right, send this one over to Jerry. Yeah, I know. We are not more.
Jerry. So Haven, would you like something a bit more exotic as your third drink?
Exotic. I don't know. These drinks here, they're pretty weak. Exotic. And he's like looking up for a menu. I imagine there's no menu.
No, this place doesn't have menu.
Yeah. I'm only reason why he's looking for a menu is because he spent time with his dad. Yeah. He would have known that
for sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So he's looking around for a menu. He's like, "Where's the menu around here?" Oh man, your dad always went to places that had menus.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah. Oh, there's no menu.
Barkeep.
Yeah.
Could you pour me two of the most pretentious drinks you can think of, please?
Oh yeah, well we got something.
Thank you.
And comes and after he's done doing what he's doing, brings you up in glass mugs a drink that is actually glittery, like the foam is glittery. It's quite sparkly.
Yep, that's pretentious.
Is it a type of sparkling wine? Champagne?
You know what? Actually, it would be, but this place just doesn't understand that that's not meant to be
fizzy,
served
wine,
in a mug.
But they call it sparkling wine because it's glittery.
Oh, it's also fizzy. So yeah, I'm actually like half retconning it to being sparkly, but it's champagne in mugs.
Champagne in mugs. Glug, 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 loving it.
So Haven,
yeah.
As I'm drinking,
the glitter goes on your lips.
I brought you away from the table to ask you a question.
Oh, yeah. It's about Vale?
It is about Vale.
Yeah.
He seems to be shy around you. I don't know if you've noticed.
No. He seems to be a pretty boisterous person.
Yeah. But during our night watch, he kind of let slip that he... I don't know. There's something about your hair that he seems to like a lot.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to do it this way. I wasn't allowed to for like a long time, but when I was finally, able to do my hair my way, I like described it, and your dad, paid some people to like show me how to do it. So now I do it this way.
Oh, so my dad also gave you a hairstyle that you like?
No. I already had the style. Just paid some people to teach me how.
Right. Okay. My advice to you, Haven, is I don't want to get involved. I'm doing this because I quite like you. I think you should probably confront Vale in a friendly way and just let him know that he shouldn't persist with this. Unless, of course, he should. I don't know.
Persist with what?
He wants to pop his cherry with you, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why, but the guys always like me.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that, actually.
I mean, I mean, it's one of those things where the women had so much power that, obviously all of us were slaves to the women. But eventually, when a guy got a decent amount of power, they liked the slaves too. So you just kind of do what you got to do. And I don't know, something about me. The guys liked it.
Yeah. Maybe it's your wit. Maybe it's your charm. What I'm saying, Haven, basically is, before Vale gets his heart broken, I think you should maybe just let him go.
You're way too charismatic for me to be able to realize I was sarcastic. Dude. Well, yeah, I'll take care of it. Okay. And I'll pat you on the shoulder and be like, Gil, you're a smart guy, like a really smart guy, and you speak really well. Every time, somebody talks about your dad, whether it be me or you always get all like, grumpy and sad. I just want to say that you shouldn't, because like you're not your dad. Like your dad's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, your dad's amazing, but your dad's also kind of a clown. Like a court jester, right? Like somebody who just puts on an act all the time, always needs to be center of attention. When you try to do that, you look like your dad. When you don't, you're a pretty cool guy. I'll pat you on the shoulder a couple more times. Like it's one of those like obnoxiously heavy pats on the shoulder, and then like walk off.
Whoops.
And then I'm gonna walk over to Vale and just like walk straight up to him and be like, Vale, you got a bear?
Haven, how did it go with Gil'win?
Awesome. Listen, he let me know. The short version is this.
He let you know? That's very forward of him.
Yeah. I appreciate when people just kind of like say things outright. And so that's why I'm kind of doing it for you. If you
Did you say yes to him?
I told him yes, I'd approach you. So I'm letting you know that it's been a really, really rough forever. So I just think like I need some time for me to figure out even what I like, let alone what you might like. So why don't we just like kill people together and get gold and stuff, and we can worry about that stuff later on.
Excuse me for a moment. I need to go to the bar.
Oh,
he slams down his drink.
It's one of those things. It's like I get it. I'll actually like kind of like paw and grab at him, like pull him in for a hug. It's like one of those like three heavy, hard slaps.
Haven, it's
cool. It's cool.
Gil'win, I'm coming.
Like grab the back of his head, like nuzzle him in. No, it's good. It's good.
I mean, this is a nice hug, but Vale will eventually wrestle free and go to the bar.
I'm like, Gil is. I won't tell anyone. And then I look back and Melody was watching the whole time.
Melody was just sitting there.
I've got my face like in my drink, just laughing the whole time.
He's gonna like slide elbow onto the bar. Well, what was that?
I pranked Haven.
I think perhaps you pranked me.
I didn't say I wasn't going to prank you. I just pranked Haven.
I'm gonna look around the tavern. Give me a little list of some of the ugliest looking fellas.
Oh, well, boy, do I have some random rollers I need to work on. There's a dude here who, like, because you've seen everyone in this room, they're having a great time. There's a dude here who's like sort of he looks a little short, but when he stands up, because like Gil'win ordered some drinks, he's actually just like really hunched. He's a human, but he's really hunched, and he's like, yeah, but his mouth, there's not many teeth left. And his ears are a little too big, and he's like, he hit every branch of the ugly tree on the way down. He is He's like right now, like, you know, Jerry, when I was your age, I had all the women in Thieves Harbor. I was quite a scallywag, but I was quite a looker.
I'm gonna make my way over. Hello there.
Oh, hello there, lady.
And
then he looks back to the guy. He's like,
my fellow lady friend over there sent me over as she wishes to take you round to the back of the tavern. Yes, the one with the sort of long flowing locks, not too long.
He's got
very
the
tall,
ponytail,
very
yeah.
slim. Yes, it's very nice. She said she wants you to take her round the back of the tavern, but she's a funny one. She wants you to go over there and beg for it in front of everyone. That's what gets her going. But I promise you, I've seen her before. She'll do anything if a man does that for her.
This is a deception roll. You know what they say about Clegson. He never begs. Stand aside. I've got bigger fish to fry. And he swaggers his way over to Gil'win. And he's like, same thing that Vale did? Hello there.
Hello. Oh.
I hear you, you like what you see.
Yes.
You know, I got a fisherman's body.
That you do. I wish to see your hook.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, you don't want. I happen to know that behind the church there's a little space where no one will. The only person who's going to see that is Pelor.
Behind the church?
Oh, I know, it's sinful. Like, literally.
I slap him.
Oh!
Not behind the church of Pelor, you dirty bastard.
No, I didn't mean. And like the people turn and look at this point in the town. Clegson wouldn't do anything like that. Clegson's an outstanding member of society. No, this harlot trying to seduce me. I've got a wife, and he like goes and walks back into the midst of the tavern.
I'll order another drink. Walk past Vale. And say, that's pretty good. And just walk past.
There's a little disappointment. He'll head back to the table.
I'll actually try and ingratiate myself with another group for tonight.
You're just gonna go hang out with like the boys? You know, like the lads of the town? Or like there's like more families as well.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hang out with the boys.
Try and like... basically say my name, Gil'win Foxglove, as much as possible.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Everyone else, I assume, drinks, eats. Eventually, you head on. That was a whole scene that happened.
I'm gonna talk to Melody.
Oh, you're gonna talk to Melody? Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
No one saw that one coming.
Plot twist.
Melody. As he sits down with his drink. I was wondering whether he's a little bit drunk. I was wondering whether perhaps you might like to learn your letters, but Elvish letters. They'll be the closest to Sylvan.
Letters? Like...
I didn't catch the first bit, sorry.
Letters? Like...
Yes, to write down. He pulls out his dagger and carves in an Elvish letter into the table, like that.
This will be helpful to Gil and you, if Melody knows.
Well, I know how to write it, so we could message each other secretly to help Gil or us, or it could help Gil if he's unable to read Elvish. You'd be able to read it for him. Say if some very big burly orc chopped my head off, and I wasn't around anymore, then you'd be the only one reading it. Yeah.
I don't want Vale to have head cut off, but
Neither does Vale, but
but yes, this sounds useful. Please teach Melody.
right. Well, not tonight because I've had too much for it. But when we set up camp, we'll do a little. We'll buy a bit of parchment and some ink before we leave. It might take a while, but it'll be good for you. You'll probably find a better grasp of the language.
Yes, too noisy here to learn much anyway.
Yes.
She says, sort of hunching down a little bit.
Vale looks at Tune, stares at him for a minute, and then reaches out to pat him. He's not really done it before, and he pats him, and he's like,
Tune is the happiest, friendliest doggo. Just
Yes.
don't make him too happy because he'll drool and it'll dissolve your leathers.
Right, I'm done.
Right, so you sleep up for the night. You before you go and buy ink and quills and parchment and stuff, which I'm just checking. Ink is expensive. It is 10 gold for ink. So I'll just say get 10 gold and you got some paper and a pen with it because the coppers and stuff involved.
Is it a pen and not a quill?
Oh, you would get a quill here. Pens exist, but here they would have quills.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I asked whether.
And you head off-sea back north, unless there's anything you want to do the night after. But I assume you're pretty good, right?
Could I go find any sort of orphanage or anything like that?
This is a very small thorp.
Okay.
It's just
that's
got
fine.
a big tavern and a church. But
That's
the
fine.
town itself's very small. If you want to do that, as you're traveling, you actually, if you look at the map, you're heading on the way to quite a big town. Hillside Tops is a large town, so that's definitely somewhere you could find an orphanage.
I just wanted to donate the rest of that gold to some place.
You could do that there when you're traveling through.
On the travels, probably on the first night that Vale had started teaching Melody the lessons and such she would at the end of the teaching when they're about to turn in, she would just stop him and just say, is Vale Melody's friend?
He looks down a little awkward. Yes, I suppose we are friends. Yes.
Big smile. Thank you, Vale.
Right. You made a mistake on that one. Do it again.
Yeah, while you're traveling and while you camp, you teach her letters and sound and stuff, and Melody is not stupid. She picks this up very quickly. I'll actually say by the time you get to Northenden, she has picked up how to read Elvish. Well, I'll say that's basically you sort of relearning how to read the languages you know more or less, and you're starting to learn Elvish.
I can't read. Yeah, I can't.
You just understand how, which
Elvish,
is more.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you know Sylvan, so more you're learning how to read that.
Elvish
When it comes
script,
to learning Elvish, as a language, that is a downtime thing.
It would.
Time.
I imagine it because I can speak Sylvan, which uses the Elven script. I imagine it would be a bit weird because it would be Vale teaches her the letters, and then she would write something that Vale can't actually understand very well because it's.
Yeah, Sylvan has magic to it, which is the thing. Cool. So, exactly, there's a rule for language learning or learning in general in Xanathar's I've used for a long time before it was in Xanathar's. So, that would be something you could learn, how to learn Elvish in downtime. So, you continue traveling through the winter, quite a bit on the way. After a week and a bit more's travel, actually, after around about a week of travel, you go to Hillside Tops. Hillside Tops is a place of worth, because through the Goldport lands, you constantly travel through villages and things, but they get smaller and smaller the further you go. Hillside Tops is a strange place to go into. It's, first of all, you cross a very still river over a quite large bridge, and you actually notice that there's walls, like, on the other side of the river, sort of guarding the town. You could see the town on the way here, like, because it's just a big town, you can see it sprawling, not quite the same way as a city, but because they're much smaller buildings and stuff, but it's quite big, and as you enter, there's a military presence. Like, there's no gate, but there are guards at the entrance who are soldiers of Northden, not even guards, they are soldiers, they are, they're wearing the sort of brass colours of Northden. Most of them have spears. They do would just be like, "Who are you? What's your business?" But they don't push you too hard. And
this is all of us, right?
Well, yeah, but you're all with them. It's not like he does it.
I kind of actually. I know they're of course going to inquire us. I actually want to walk up to them and like with their spears. I actually literally want to have a conversation with them. I would be very honest with who I am, all the questions that they ask. I would be perhaps so honest it might make Vale uncomfortable. But I actually want to have a conversation about spears in general, and like, hey, how do you hold that? Like, you know,
you get
one
into
of those
this,
like.
Yeah, you get into that sort of like pleasant conversation. We don't need to role play it, but like with that, while like probably Gil'win is going over like, look, we actually just came from Goldport. Here are our passports, blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh, we didn't even ask. And stuff like that, and there's maybe a second glance at Gil'win being like a resident of Goldport, even like they'd actually look at that longer, like look at him a couple of times, look at his weapons.
I have to ask you, because you brought that up, where would my paperwork say I'm a resident of? Because like
your paperwork says you are not a resident anywhere. You work for Henry Gallagher.
Oh, okay.
It kind of skips that, but you have essentially a passport that is a residence passport, because like they work differently, but it doesn't say you're a resident. It just says you're a full-time worker, which means you can actually enter Goldport whenever you want. Good that it's dusty. I probably need a new passport. I should check that out next year.
Oh!
Don't
my
drop
social security card just fell out of it. I still got it. My social just fell out of it. Ain't showing that on stream.
What's that? So yeah, you enter, you have these sort of conversations, maybe you hang around the entrance for a little bit longer. As you look at Hillside Tops. Hillside Tops, as I've described, is a big town. The roads are well paved in this area, they're well stoned. Most of the people you see are halflings, actually. The buildings you notice are built for other races in mind, but with, if you've ever been to a halfling area, the sort of, some of them have the comfort of halfling places. You can tell it's a halfling town that it's right on this road. It is a merchant town. As you look down, there is this main high street where the road actually widens to be like 3 times the size as it normally was. And there's bars, there's shops, there's a library, there's a lot of brothels, there's spas, there's lots of places for the weary traveler to feel a little less weary, and as well as blacksmiths and armorers and things like that. This is a merchant. It's not even a trading post. There's no everything is a shop front.
I imagine at this point, at least to some small degree, not huge, Haven kind of views Gil as like the leader, just because he seems the most even-keeled and as well-spoken. I would actually say to him, could we, I know this sounds weird, could we go and eat at a place that isn't for us? You know what I mean? Like a little person place?
Right, halfling cuisine.
Yeah. But like, you know how like some of these places they got the big door too, and they got the big chairs. So like, I feel like it's not going to be as like good as like a place that's just for them. Like, if you're going to eat the local food, go to a place that only serves the locals. You know what I mean?
Right.
They might not like having Tune in there. Sorry, Melody, but he is like bigger than some of them.
I'm gonna go to Toon and do one of those things where like I put my face between the 2 doggo faces and like rah, 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 it's like a saliva down both cheeks at the same time. Like, rah, 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 rah.
Bend some of his beard.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know.
we get it.
Melody
If you could
Tune alone. If Tune not allowed in, Melody will wait outside.
Oh.
If Melody not allowed in, then I'd wait outside. Gil, you could go talk to him.
Yes, we'll see whether we can arrange something. But I think it would do you some good, Melody, if you were in a few more social situations. So if it comes to it, I'll sit outside with the hound, as long as they bring me my food and a stool. And you can spend some time socializing with. You probably won't find the little people to be quite so imposing.
Look, two things. No one's staying outside. Two, stop saying little people. All of you.
Halfling just sounds offensive. Like you're saying like they're half a thing.
Like they're half of you, less than you.
Yeah. So I figure little person, at least they're a whole person. They're just smaller as opposed to half a thing, as opposed to half a person. But they're not even half. I'm gonna ask one, and I go over. Hey, you! Unless somebody stops me.
You go over. There's like a newsstand.
Yep.
Like and it's like, who me?
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah. He
I don't
walks
want
up.
to be. I don't want to be a jerk because I'm not around. I'm not from.
Oh,
around
I mean,
here.
you're a traveler. That's not a surprise. We have a lot of travelers here.
Yeah.
As long as you have, I don't mind taking Goldport coin or Elvish coin, or I don't really mind, whatever you got.
I'll pull like a handful of coins. I don't know how many it is. Feel free to roll, or tell me to roll.
Roll a d4. Go on.
What kind of coin? Sure. Oh, no, it's a handful.
2d4.
What kind of coin is this?
Oh, that's those are Goldport crowns, right? You're in Northern now, my friend. We use regents here. And he actually goes and like he shows like his coin. Like your coin is like some king. This is like a woman, like a stern-looking young woman.
Did you say you don't care what kind I use?
No, I can convert really.
I put the coin on the thing and say, "There's coin for it." However much that I don't know if that was either 10 silver or 1 gold or whatever.
I'd say
it was.
just like 10 silvers actually sounds good. Yeah.
Sure. Put the handful on and say, "So there's your coins. Are you a halfling, a little person? What is the way to talk about you and your people without being a jerk?"
I'm a halfling. We kind of accept that.
Is that not like offensive because you're like half a thing?
Well, you're
halfling?
Twice a thing. You're a twiceling.
Well, that just makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah, that's why we don't call you that very often.
Oh.
Your head's already like freakishly big, so.
I do.
I will walk over.
And this when he like scoops the coin into like a lockbox and like actually he hands you a newspaper, like a printed newspaper, the Northern Gazette, and he like sort of pushes it into your hips.
What language?
Oh, it would be in common. Actually, something that Haven wouldn't know, but Gil'win and probably Vale would know, is that the common language is actually the halfling language in Jarviskjir, and it sort of spread out from them.
Oh, cool.
Humans adopted it on a mass scale.
Yeah, so I would walk over and be like, to the halfling, "Hi, mate. What my friend is trying to do is ask for a nice place that the halflings have created for themselves. The Sev, the local cuisine, all that sort of thing."
Oh! You want to find a tavern, but not one of the trading ones? No, that's
exactly.
Fair. Well, you know what? My aunt owns a place. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called the Hopping Log. I can show you. And he like adjusts like the kickstand on the cart, but it's a halfling sized cart with the newspapers, so it's actually not that much. And like starts wheeling it. The newspaper's full size, so it's like it's kind of doesn't balance very well.
I feel like the Ghost of Christmas Future or whatever from the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Like oh
Yeah.
oh, hello people.
It's important to remember that halflings in D&D are not dwarf size. They're not 4 foot. They're like 2 foot.
Yeah.
They're 2 to 3 foot.
Yeah, like 2.5.
And he leads you like away from the main street where it goes to, and it's not like tight city corridors. There's like quite a lot of space, a lot of gardens. Like most of these buildings have an open garden, although it's winter. So actually, a lot of the things you see are snowmen, little halfling-sized snowmen. Some of them even have like wooden swords and things. And like you actually see one scene where there's like a bunch of them and like a big snowman, and they've given it like a rough face and like they've put boar tusks in it. It's like it's clearly meant to be like a snow orc, and there's like a bunch of the little snow halflings like going up and attacking it. It's quite a cute little scene. And as you get like a bit away from the main street, which was busy, but it was busy with sort of trading and stuff, you get to a much more, very similar to where you were like a week ago, like much more community place. Like you see children playing in the snow. They're halfling children. They're really small. You see, family, like people sitting on the porch smoking pipe weed. You definitely get a lot of pipe weed just... You better like the smell. And then he leads you like for a little bit, not more than a couple of minutes, to a halfling-sized tavern. You know, it's not a building. Like there's a side door that is person size, or regular person size, but it's like one of the things where the bottom door opens as well. It's clearly like maybe one of their maintenance doors, and he would go and open it for you and be like, yeah, just go and tell him that I sent you, and she'll treat you well. Well, my name, my friend, is Mundra.
Mundra, do you have your coin purse on you?
That sounds really, really... He doesn't mean it like that.
No. I look. I knew a guy who they got their head, a little too close to a wagon. Name was Simwick. I understand. No, I don't keep it on me, friend.
Oh, because you said that you can convert money and...
Oh, no, don't.
We're going to Bastillion. I need some different...
Oh, I don't have Bastillion coin. I don't even think I've seen one before.
Isn't that in Northenden?
No! Oh! Yeah, you are Simwick. Oh, jeez. No.
I'm Haven Golden.
Don't worry. In Halfling, Simwick means friend. So,
well, then you're my Simwick.
No. See, you see that mountain? It's like you would actually your eyes as a ranger, like you would be able to see, like, because of the curvature of the world, like you would see the mountain very, 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 very far in the distance. Like Northwards is in front of that. Bastillion is behind that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen it.
Oh, there's different coin?
Yeah, everyone has different coin, but like honestly, no one really cares. Most places, yeah. Some people get sniffy about it, but honestly, if they're getting sniffy about it, then they probably have their nose in the wrong place anyway.
I'm gonna, because he had coin on him before. Was there a size difference between the coin that I had and the coin that he had? Like
slightly, but it's not like he had halfling coin and you had human coin.
No. I'm at Northenden versus Goldport coin.
No, it's like it's one of those things where now you know the difference, you notice it. But honestly, at a glance, you'll be like gold coin, silver coin.
Different print, same grams. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Cool. I'll just go in.
Yeah. As you go in, and I assume you all go in.
Mm-hmm.
You go in essentially through like the back, so sort of the kitchen. You sort of enter the not quite the kitchen, but like a hallway to the kitchen, not the main thing. And this older halfling with sort of hair that is red and is starting to go grey is like, what are you doing here? Oh, you're not. Are you here to eat?
Yes, we are. If that's okay.
Well, you're gonna need a halfling-sized appetite.
Can I order twice the food?
He'll take one portion.
All right. Well,
can I take 3 portions and give 4 prices? 4 times the gold.
You know what? Sure. Yeah. Of course. Why not? Right? Well, look at me. I'm almost making a bunch of money like I'm a gnome. And they're like, goes and like, I don't have a table that would fit your twicelings. You don't fit.
Perfect. Pull out a chair and sit on the floor as best you can underneath the table.
And that's sort of the time of day you come here. There would be other people here, and they just find it they're like laugh, especially when you sit down on the halfling-sized chair. This like guy on it's not really a bar, but you know, like at the kitchen window is like, Iceland doesn't fit. Oh, like they are very much enjoying it, and you know, it would be. And this is when you pay for foodings.
Gil, are you sure you taught Haven about money? Because he seems very...
I did my best.
Liberal with it.
He seems to have spiraled off in his own different direction.
Are you close enough I can hear you, or is that supposed to be in like super secret?
I mean, it's not like I'm saying it to you. I'm saying it quietly, but I'm not like desperately.
Yeah. I'm not gonna roll.
Yeah.
You know?
So a meal here is like 5 silver. So pay as much as you pay, and you ordering all that food for you.
I'm ordering 3 silvers worth for me because it's halfling portions. You said, and if they tell me that 2 gold equals the appropriate amount for 4 times,
if you
I'll put down 3 gold and say sorry if I hurt your floor.
You say that, and the guy in the corner like just is crying with laughter. She's like, no, that's fine. You know, we make good floors. And then like takes everyone's coin and goes to cook. It would be like actually and then she comes back with a plate of like bread and cheeses and things, and you're like, oh yeah, okay. And it's like, you know, it's a wooden thing that goes in the middle of the table, and you're like, oh, okay, cut between the 4 of us. That's not too bad, you know. And you start eating. Yeah. Oh, it's not. This is a good cheese. This is like goat's cheese or yak's cheese. Who cares, right? It's cheese. And then she comes over with like a soup each. My light bulb just broke. Like a soup each. It was that good. It's like the opposite of having an idea. Like a soup each, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, I'm still hungry. I could eat, and then like. There's like a bunch of more, like a small bird, like roasted, goes up to Haven, and then like a whole bunch of like roasted parsnips with that, and like you're realizing like a halfling portion, they eat a lot. Like a halfling portion would have been fine, and they just keep putting like more and more food. And, like they're like, hey, big man, you got muscles. Push this table over here. Yeah. This is for you too. Yeah, this is a pig. Yeah, no, this is a sausage. Yeah, like just keep on food. You've ordered a feast.
Is it one of those, like, I ordered so much food that these 2 or 3 are wise enough to not order anything and just kind of
already ordered.
Pick. Oh, okay.
So, like, they have their food, you have your food. And their food is a lot, too.
Which is why I tried to pull you out of ordering 3 portions for yourself.
I'm definitely going to push for the 3 portions and pay for 6 portions. Definitely going to happen.
Give me a constitution roll.
Definitely. Oh my god, this sounds like Thanksgiving. Sorry, that's an American thing. It's when we eat a lot of turkey.
We know.
That's not a good roll.
Give me another constitution roll. Like, you're eating, and you're like, but there's still more. Oh, that smells good.
You want to vomit, but you refuse to let yourself vomit?
It gets better and better, and like, there's actually this bit of like toast, and it's like, well, this is garlic butter, and you're like, garlic in butter? Oh, give me another constitution roll.
Garlic butter.
That's a joke for the Brits. And you eat rough. It all. Like, slowly, like, everything is eaten. Maybe you don't eat every single part of everything, but, like, of all the dishes that are given to you on stone, maybe woodware, you know, you have at least a bit of everything, and, like, more bones is left than meat, and give me one last constitution save.
On that 20. Come on.
4? You're mean.
You ate it all.
Oh.
And then you
You should have played him some nice music, Gil.
You eat this all, and this is like over the period of 2 hours, maybe more. You lean back in the halfling-sized chair like, oh, And then your belt buckle pings across the room. And you realize, like, I'm actually gonna pay for this tomorrow. You feel like if I don't move, I'm good. You survived. That's like a
stuck in that uncomfortable
2.5 hour eating experience. That at this point, like, other halflings have come in, other people of Hillside have come in. Like, oh, there's a twiceling, a human who's come in and he's eating. Like, look at him, he's still going. Wow, look at him go. He puts gulps in. What's this? Like, there's like, this is becoming the talk of the local area, and like, they're not hiding it, but they're not being like, no, they're like, there's some people who are like, no, you could do it. You're like eating like a last slice of like a pie. You're like, and like, yeah. Like, there's a bunch of people cheering for you when you're done.
How about everybody else? Like, I mean, obviously they got normal portions.
They could have eaten some of your stuff if they want. Like, and I imagine they would.
My plate is open. I'm
I'm
not one of those.
It's one of those things where you
like. I would share a fork if they cared to.
Yeah,
you know?
You would definitely be stealing scraps to feed to Chew.
Yeah, exactly. You guys had enough food to be like full, but like, this isn't a feast where like, no, we're just gonna give you more bread. Everything is different, so you'd be like, oh well, why not have a try of it? Why not? Like, this is why you're here. So I imagine you would have all shared, but it was mostly Haven's challenge. By 2.5 hours later, you're done. It's like probably the like actually afternoon now. This was lunch, so it really was Thanksgiving.
Hey.
Well, that was fairly impressive, I suppose, from a certain point of view.
I want to vomit.
Right. And he like scrapes.
Don't do it! Don't do it in here!
Scrapes
Open
his
a
little
window!
halfling chair away.
I will
Don't do that.
I will
Like a
pat him
bubble?
on the shoulder as I get out of my chair. Can I find the owner or anything?
Yeah, the owner is like, so you can. It's one of those things where like there's a window to the kitchen, but it's not like it's like just the way the room is designed. She is looking in like.
Did you see that gentleman over there just do his best, and he succeeded
He
in
did?
eating all of that food?
Wow.
I'm interested in. I've got an idea, basically.
Eh?
Yeah. It could bring in more cash. So the
I mean, a lot of people have been coming in and like ordering drinks because you know they're watching the entertainment. I don't.
My idea is that you make this dish a regular thing and call it the Golden Gut Challenge. In my friend's name over there.
Oh yeah, no, he said it earlier. That's funny. I'm gonna write. And she like writes it down. And it's like, all right, so that was 2 pheasants, 1 but like. She's like trying to keep track of what she did because she was just, you know, we got pies, here's pies, like she's
charged 6 gold.
Yeah.
Because I think that's entertaining to watch, and I think it'll be a nice gesture for him to have something. Because he seems to really like it here.
Well, you know what? He's always welcome to seconds.
I don't think he'll be needing seconds.
I think he would pop.
when you guys start talking about seconds, assuming I gotta go, and I kind of like one of those like
stumble to the outhouse.
Right as I'm walking out the front door of the establishment, I can't quite get it out in time. Totally release gas in the building, but then finally get out.
There's one of those things as you break wind. There is a mighty cheer from the halflings. And then someone else who's just walking in is like, "Oh, what pipe reads that?"
I'll pronounce to the whole place, ladies and gentlemen, the first victor of the Golden Gut Challenge, and start applauding.
Claps, and they're very much amused.
And I'll sit back down and like pick scraps from the plates, I guess.
Yeah, you're like you've been watching him eat for so long, like now you can eat again. Like, yeah.
Okay, I expect there to be like an actual list Like an itemized list of the Golden Gut Challenge. Now?
I might at one point. There's a similar thing Neil did in Aradia where there's a pub tour, a pub crawl in Aradia. It's in a similar way. All right, I think with that, it's called the Golden Tree because it makes a tree.
Oh, I remember that now.
Yeah, I think you did it.
It's named after me.
I think we did.
So why don't we take another quick break and let Haven digest his food?
I gotta pee.
You're gonna need to do more than pee after all that. We'll be back in 5. We'll be back in a.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Uh huh. Mm-hmm.